Okay, I want to show you how I've been trading gold. There's some really nice setups over the last few days. And I wanted to break down like a general analysis of what's been going on with it. It just broke out to new highs and it's been on a bit of a run. That's pretty cool. This is the daily time frame. You're looking at the last few years here. This breakout above this level was in March or so. And it could be forming like a little flag. You could make this whole little resistance this general kind of flaggish looking thing on the daily, but let's drop it down to, let's start like the 1 hour. I've got the period separators on here, so each column is like a day. And here, and here, these three pushes up were all pretty nice. That one, this move, and this tiny move, that move. These three pumps right in the morning, that's what I want to be looking at. Pretty similar setup, happened each time. That's neat. This little level here, for context. Okay, so down on the, let's go to the 15-minute, starting from a few days ago. 1, 2, 3. So this is, you know what, let's do a little replay. Isn't this fun? Started there. So this basic shape, or this resistance turn support, this is the whole thing that I'm looking for. You can do your whole price structure where you're looking for higher highs and higher lows. And if you do a general like boom, 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 and then this retest, this is a good thing to look for. This is what you'd expect after the fact, where you're making higher highs, higher lows, and then you come back. This resistance level that was once resistance, you break out above it, and then you're coming back to retest it. And then here, this is where you'll look for buying signs because you're expecting it to make another move up like this. And that's what we ended up seeing. So down on the 15-minute chart, let's get rid of that. And then, so where are we here? We're looking at it in the morning. So what time is this? This is like 9:15. You've made this test to the downside. You're like, wow, that's pretty cool. Let's go all the way down on the 1 minute. And you're like, whoa, what the fuck is going on here? But let's play it out. So what time do we have? It's like 9:30 on the dot right there. So we can be like, oh, that's pretty neat. Look at this. We've made a little mini W pattern. This is like, it's all fractals. This is cool. Look at it. I love it. Hooray. You've got like this little area where you've got a breakout, a retest. Same kind of thing as a higher time frame, where now when you're all the way down on the 1 minute time frame and you're like little higher highs and this lower low. This is the setup, the exact same thing. On the 1 minute time frame, same thing that we're seeing on the higher time frame. So at this point, you've got a what do you want to call it? This is right at the opening at like 9:30 a.m. New York time. That's cool. That means volume's incoming and I'm expecting a big move. You can, think you're real nice by drawing all these support and resistance levels on the 1 minute time frame. But yeah, this W right at the opening on the previous once resistance, now looking like support. This whole test is on, if you zoom back out for context, is retesting this huge level. Oh boy. So on the 4 hour time frame, you've got this breakout, this retest that's occurring, and this spike down. You're like, okay, we're expecting some upside momentum. We've had this huge breakout of this resistance area. You've got all-time highs up here. Price is kind of targeting these highs, so I'm bullish at this point. Back on all the way down to the 1 minute. You've got this whole thing. At this point, you can basically, I'm looking at buys at this point. You've got right at the opening, it retests this support level, which is on the higher time frame, that retest. You've got a lot of signs looking bullish. Okay, so this is generally where I'd look for longs. Right at the opening here, we've tested this little support level. We've made this mini W. I'd be thinking at the break of highs, I'd want to be entering a buy position. Scalping, not too aggressive, take a bit of money and run. Looking at the highs of the day, this is 5 p.m. from the day before, ish, or whatever it is. So at this point, I'd be looking for buys once it breaks these highs, because I want to be trading breakouts. That's generally how I like to take my entries. So I would line up a long position once we break those highs, and I'd want to play it safe where my stops are at least behind under these lows. You could go as far as that, but do something like that. So yeah, you've got a breakout and retest of this level, mini W on the 1 minute time frame, biased on the higher time frames, looking for longs. You'd almost enter here. You didn't quite get a breakout. You're sweating, thinking that this low might get broken, looking for a bounce again, which happens. And so on the break here, I'd be in longs here for sure by then. Just to play it out. Can I change this while it's moving? Yeah, around here I'm taking profit. That's great. That's a win. Take it. Forget about, yeah, you're done. You're out. That's a win. Hooray. Okay, this is the next day. We're looking at a Monday. The trade from before worked out. If you're nice, you're collecting money at the new highs of the day. If you held through the entire night, which I wouldn't want to do, you'd still hit those highs if you're holding. But I like to just be in and out and take and run. So here, this is 9 o'clock. Let's go to 9:15. That's pretty good looking. This is like, ooh, you have a bullish engulfing candle at 9:15 in the morning. You can draw this general area where it had reacted from before, and you're looking for a breakout and a retest again in the same kind of way, just to make it all the same. Higher lows, higher highs. This, you're looking for a bounce off of here and a continuation like that. That's great. I'm looking for resistance here. Let's say just to set our target area, the highs from whatever day that was. This is our target, or at least the highs from the day already. Let's say we were entering along off this 15-minute engulfing candle in the morning. For fun, let's see what's going on the 1 minute. Timing. Look at the time. Markets are open. Okay, I'm in longs here. That's just what I'm doing. You have the 15-minute on the engulfing on the 15-minute. You have a breakout of this tiny resistance. Let's say that I entered longs here. I'm pretty sure that I did on my live accounts. Let's go with the one, let's be conservative and take it at like whatever risk to reward that is. You're sweating buckets, but it turned out. Take your money. You're done. Hold for longer if you want, or at least put your stops to break even. But that's another win. That's good. Same kind of thing last couple days. You have your test of previous resistance that's now support. You had your entries on the 1 minute time frame up to the day's high, in and out, done. Same thing on this Monday, where you have this area of support or resistance, breakout, retest, bullish engulfing, buys, take profit at the day's high. You're good. Let's see what happens the next day. Okay, juicy, 9:15, the next day. What's going on here? You have a rejection, bullish engulfing. You can call it, you know, there's a bit of support or resistance here. Let's draw at this level. I'm liking that. Let's go on the 1 minute. Similar kind of breakout retest. You have your lows made here, breakout retest, same kind of thing. Boom. You're expecting something like that. Back on the 15. Let's take buys on the break of the highs and see if it rhymes. That's pretty good the way it is. Could almost target the highs here. That was the all-time high from prior, but that's good enough for me. You're playing it safe. You'd almost want to play it a little safer. You could kind of play it like that, and then you'd want to do something like that. Let's try that. I forget what I did day of. You're winning. That's cool though. If you can see the same kind of setups in these last few days, that's great. That's what I'm looking for. I just switched from trading Forex and British pound yen at the Euro Open. Now I'm trading the New York Open. I'm kind of putting together this system. I've traded New York before, but I've generally done better with Europe, but I want to sleep at night, so I'm giving another whack at trading the New York session. And these are the kind of setups that I'm looking for. It's a little sporadic. If you found value in this, please let me know. Ask me questions. I'm happy to help. There's money to be made out here, and I want to make more. If you do too, like and subscribe. Let's go. Woo!